What does health look like for a woman in 1896? Well, come along and find out with me in The Glory of Women. Yes, a book from 1896. I found this in an antique store, and it talks about all things women, and it starts with marriage, believe it or not. And they talk about love, marriage, they get into anatomy. They start with men's anatomy, then they talk about women's anatomy, then they talk about diseases that happen to women, problems that happen to women. Then they talk about child rearing, they talk about skincare, they talk about fashion, they talk about manners. They do have one page about what they call the change. They are describing menopause as a period of rest, and there is a crisis that is to pass, and they are anxious about this solitude. The more common and less scientific name of it, they say, is the change of women. Here they're talking about corseting and how corseting is not good, and how in centuries to come we will make changes for women. They do mention in this book that physicians mention menopause. That's what the physicians call it, but people traditionally know it in the changes of life, which they define in 1896 as the period of cessation of monthly flow. So the woman is not able to bear any more children. They state in this book that the age at which this occurs is variable, and in this country from 40 to 46 years is the most common. You know what? That is actually still true. I actually think this book is citing it earlier than what we do now, but they're really spot on. They then talk about prolapsed uterus and the pain, the change of life, menopause. My favorite thing is the physical change, which is the most apparent at this time, is the tendency to grow stout. The fat increases as the power of reproduction decreases. Well, that is well said. Hit the plus sign and follow along for more women's health tips.